Yes, planting season is underway for America's farmers, but on our rivers and waterways, navigation season for 2025 is also open. Joining us now to fill us in on what's happening with the inland waterways is Tracy Z. He serves as president and CEO of the Waterways Council. Tracy, thanks for talking with us.
Thanks for having me. Always enjoyed being on this program.
Well, let's talk a little bit about WCI. What is the Waterways Council and what do you represent?
Absolutely. Waterways Council, Inc. We are a trade association that lobbies for the modernization of the inland waterway system. So, what does that actually mean? The easiest way to think about it is lock and dam funding. We have about 175 members, very diverse membership. Everyone from the operators pushing the barges, the shippers, such as everyone watching this program from the ABCs of the big ag groups to the grower groups. We get a little funky with our membership. We have America Skilled Building Trades. Every new lock being constructed right now is being done by America Skilled Building Trades, and we got some environmental groups such as Nature Conservancy and Ducks Unlimited. So, eclectic group that usually people look at a little funky when we walk up to Capitol Hill together, but it's really been a successful partnership in making sure that we are getting this infrastructure modernized.
And I think it goes to show just how many of us across the country rely on these inland waterways, even if we don't think about them in our day-to-day life. Tracy, how big is our inland waterway system compared to the rest of the world? Do we have the largest network of inland waterways?
Yeah, we are extremely blessed here in the United States. We have 12,000 miles of fuel taxed inland waterway transportation system. So, it really gives our farmers a competitive advantage in the world market, especially when our locks are operating and the river is dredged. We have about 200 locks and dams across the whole inland waterway system. So it's something, if you guys know Peter Zion, if not, I highly recommend you go read his book, The Absent Superpower. And it talks about how America became a superpower because of our rivers and our lock and dam system. Right now we have rockets that move on our inland waterway system that get transported down south and blasted off. It's just a unique competitive advantage that a lot of people don't see. I grew up in Arizona where there is no rivers, so I didn't know about barges until I went to school up in South Dakota and went south and saw some actual barges moving. So
Yeah.
it's a great blessing. And if you haven't been out to a lock and dam, I highly suggest that you do.
It's always worth checking out. Now, Tracy, you mentioned it's an incredible competitive advantage for us to have these inland waterways, but they've got to be working. We got to have those locks in operation. We got to have the rivers dredged. From your perspective, what are the big issues in 2025?
Hey, I'm sure everyone cares about tariffs on this program, so I won't get into that one. But for us at Waterways Council, it's funding. It's getting the financial needs so that we can keep these facilities maintained so that, we have limited closures. The average age of a lock and dam right now is 59.6 years old. They were all designed to last 50 years. So life expectancy, luckily, back in the 1930s, these locks were built very sound, and they're still running, and the Corps does a great job at maintaining them. So, making sure that we're increasing our maintenance fund, why we are advocating to fund our new lock construction program. We have 4 locks currently under construction right now, but for the agriculture community, we have a big one going on the Mississippi River right now. It's Lock and Dam 25. It's going to be about a $2.2 billion project. It's going to begin construction. It's in design right now here in about 2 years. And that's going to add an additional lock chamber next to the current one and expand it from 600 feet to 1,200 feet. So it's going to make it more efficient.
Wow. And so that will allow multiple tows to come through the lock at the same time on neighboring chambers?
Just one.
Okay.
It'll just be one, but then you can pass back ways. But the good thing with the 1,200 foot, with the 600 foot, you have to decouple the barges. So it takes 2 lockages. This will allow us, or the operators and shippers, just pull all 15 barges into the chamber. It's estimated to save about an hour and a half to 2 hours each lockage. So our plan is continue to do this up the Mississippi River and hopefully, reduce the shipping prices.
Absolutely. The more you can get through, the fewer breakdowns you have to get those locks through, the less cost that trip is going to have all the way around. Tracy, as we think about kind of issues in the news right now, we do have higher water levels, particularly on the lower Mississippi River. Are there any concerns there at this point for shippers as they watch that territory?
This has been a pretty wild year from the high water standpoint, on the upper and the lower for the Mississippi, but also on the Ohio River, which 60% of all water on the lower comes off the Ohio. As far as the shipping, from safety concerns, operators are tying up boats and barges and making sure that, the crew is safe because safety is the number one priority. But we shouldn't have too much. It should be going fine.
All right, hopefully some smooth sailing as we continue in this spring. Tracy Z, President and CEO of the Waterways Council, thank you so much for talking with us this week.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.